Hey, this is King Firehawk from 1640 PWPR. Coming up, the Blind Tag Podcast, which is exclusive here to 1640 PWPR, the home of pro wrestling podcast radio and more.
Hello out there in the podcast world. Once again, you've reached the Blind Tag. My name is Big Dick Gideon, alongside, of course, Kryim and Dante.
Hey.
And we're back. We're not doing it as regularly as we probably should.
No, sorry about that. We were on me and Kryim went on a little weekend camping trip there, and that took a little bit out of us because, boy, we froze our asses off.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
It's been about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
It's been about 2 weeks, but that's all right. But we're back now.
Not a lot of people seem to have noticed, so it's all right. We're not loved.
All right.
You know, our fans could reach out to us on our Facebook page and say, "Hey, we love you."
All of our fans.
Dan Lopez. There you go. That's our big fan right there, Dan Lopez.
All of our fan.
All of our fans.
He is. He's the only one who comments on stuff, and he's one of the Shining Lizard
Really?
fans, too.
Come on. I freaking.
Did you forget to turn
Jesus
off your
fucking
phone?
Christ!
Who
Can't
did
do
it?
Shit right.
Who texted you?
Reaching audiences yards wide. We're professionals, folks.
It can pass. It was spam.
Anyway,
we'll let it go.
We're professionals, folks.
Spam.
True professionals here.
but we do have a few things to talk about. I mean, not too much. Nothing crazy, but there is a couple big meaty things we need to do. There's not a lot of topics, but the ones we're talking about are going to be a little meaty.
So what do you consider crazy as opposed to big topics?
Well, go ahead.
Well, we can start off small. I mean, it's not too crazy, but everybody still notices this mass exodus of wrestlers leaving.
Oh, well, yeah, so Stardust and all that shit. And,
Oh, yeah, but
I mean, but it's still going. Like this purge, almost.
Because, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if WWE or Vince is going, you know what? We got a bunch of talent that we're not using, and all they're doing is sitting on their asses and collecting a fucking paycheck. And no against Stardust, okay? The man works, and he can work. Cody's good.
He didn't like the character, and he was tired of the storylines.
So, no offense to Cody. The man can work, obviously, okay? But let's face it, a lot of these people that they're letting go can't fucking work, with the exception of Cody and Sandow. Yeah. Okay?
Are you upset that that the Fallen Angels didn't end up on Cody's list of people that he wanted to work?
That started a trend with a whole bunch of people. Like, because usually around New Year's Eve, a bunch of wrestlers all over will put in, this is my top 10 people I want to wrestle this year. Oh, Cody did something similar to that, and then everybody took took a cue from him. Yeah. And then
You're gonna talk about Prince?
So Prince Akhenaten did the same thing, but it was he just wrote silly things down.
Yes,
like he wrote, he wrote down like I guess 2 people he wanted to work, and then a whole bunch of other like checklists that he did. Yeah, and then he wrote pick up a loaf of bread. Only it's spelled LOAF apostrophe A loafa. And that got me to guffaw at work to the point where there was coffee on my screen.
Pick up a loaf of bread.
Loaf of bread.
Loafa.
But yeah, well, with all these releases, I mean, we can say safely 99% of them we're not surprised at.
Do you think there's going to be more?
I'm not surprised at all of them because they're not like you said, they can all work, okay, but they're not getting TV time. Yeah. So from a business standpoint, if I'm not using you and you're just taking out my money. Sorry, I'm not going to.
No offense.
No offense, but this is business.
Yeah. And it was Sandow. That's a hard.
A hard one to swallow.
And that kind of can lead us into one of the bigger subjects that we were going to talk about, which is brand split.
Yeah.
And what they're doing with these up-and-coming guys already is, like, there's the rumor about maybe splitting up certain people and certain brands.
Well, we're going to get to that.
Yeah.
We won't get to that.
Okay.
But as far as releasing the wrestler, yeah, from a business standpoint, if I'm not using you and you're sitting there collecting a paycheck, you're dead money. There's no reason for me for you to keep me, for me to keep you. So
I'm not going to pay for your vacation, permanent vacation.
Like Cameron.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Go home.
I'm not going to pay you $60,000 a year to what?
Do nothing.
Work out?
Yeah, do nothing.
I mean, you're a brand ambassador, so you'll show up at like signings or something like that.
But other than that, I'm not using you.
I'm not using you.
Yeah.
So I don't need you.
I mean, Sandow, it sucks. I mean, he was over. The man can work and he can talk. Okay.
Alex Riley can work, and they let go of him.
Yeah, but he couldn't talk.
Yeah.
He wasn't that. He wasn't. I won't say he couldn't talk, but he had the personality of a fucking Bannister. Okay, there was nothing.
Who's got more personality, Roman or him?
Roman.
Yeah.
At least Roman has something.
Yeah.
I mean, Alex Riley, I can't tell you what his thing was.
Yeah.
But I want somebody to at least explain to me from a business standpoint why they never pulled the trigger on Damian Sandow when he is over as fuck.
That's an interview I wanna see.
Yeah, I want to know why, or at least I want to hear his shoot interview as to what they told him,
or what he thought. Yeah.
What he thought, like why? I mean, when you got.
He was so over.
Yeah, 60,000 people screaming your name, trying for you to just win a fucking battle royal.
More than that, it was like 80 or something. It was something ridiculous.
Whatever ridiculous
number. It was a sold-out stadium, regardless.
Yeah. Just wanted him to win the battle royal. You don't fucking you don't strike.
If I'm Vince, okay, I get in that ref's ear and I say, change the end right now.
Yeah.
Give my apologies to Show. Okay. But tell him he needs to do the job right now.
Yeah.
That's what I would have done.
And I guarantee Big Show would have had no problem doing the job.
Dude. He laid down for Merriweather.
Yeah, okay. He would have done it. Show would have had no problem. But it's... I would absolutely... If I was Vince, I would have been like, we're changing the end right now. This crowd is hot. Fucking change the end right now.
But even so, like, he still put... his gimmick was still white hot even after that. Right,
scored, and then they buried him with they buried the Miz on him. Like the Miz went over on him, and that was it.
That was it. The last time you heard of him, and then they came out as the Mega Powers, and
which
he
was
hilarious. He was starting to get over. He was starting to get that fucking heat back,
and
then Hogan ruined that.
Way to be Hogan!
But you're telling me you couldn't get him another white hot fucking gimmick? No, come on, bullshit. What is your fucking reasoning for not pulling the trigger on
everything that they threw at him? He went out there and he made it work. Here's a lump of shit, Sandow. We want you to go out there and do something with this, and he did. Like when it first started, after he stopped doing the almost like the genius gimmick, he was coming out at every city in
as their star.
Yeah, as their star athlete or something, and he fucking made it work. Yeah, and people loved him. At first, they're like, "What?"
Yeah, first they didn't quite get it, right?
But by like the third show,
they were laughing.
It was
funny.
It was over as shit.
It's always over. Look at the New Day.
Yeah, well, that's another one. I was gonna say, like, if you had nothing to do with him, could you imagine how over it would be if Sandow became a member of the New Day? Your mind just exploded.
Like
right?
you could that much funny shouldn't have been allowed to team together.
He could be the Marshmallow in their bootios.
Right?
Oh my god!
Right? You just wrote a fucking gimmick right there.
You just wrote a fucking promo right
I'm the Marshmallow in the bootios. And
there
boom,
you go.
Fucking that's it. Fucking more.
They need some marshmallows in them bootios.
But
that's the title of our show.
Oh my god!
Marshmallow in the bootios.
Marshmallow in the bootios.
There you go.
Poor Sandow.
I feel bad for him. Like the thing is, he's not going to be hurting for work.
No, not at all.
There are so many money marks in the indie scene. They will pay him. And he'll be at signings. I would not be surprised if you see him at some Comic Cons or something.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he continues the indie run and shit like that. Because he's going to be popular in the indies. He is.
They'll bring him back. Yeah,
they will bring him back in.
Here's another thing to think about. Cody Rhodes is out. Okay, and they were doing the Rhodes Scholars thing.
Yeah.
That's what they were calling themselves, Team Road Scholars.
Cody can't work until August, but don't be surprised if you see them hook up and do something like that, because I think it's already been taught. I've seen some whispers on the boards about it.
Well, because Cody's first match, he's already signed his first match, and he's working against Kurt Angle.
Yep.
Well, that's not surprising. I mean,
and that's a lot of money for that indie show.
Yeah, whatever indie show that is, that's a lot of.
What do you think? God, what do you
think? Angle?
Angle probably demands at least 5.
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah.
I'd say 25 to 5.
I don't know.
2,500 to 5.
No, probably 5. He's Kurt Angle. It's probably 5.
And Cody
5 plus hotel and flight.
Yeah.
So.
And Cody probably gets about 3.
Probably. I'd give 5. He's fresh off the fucking TV.
Yeah, but he's not Kurt Angle.
Cody's probably going to get about 3.
Yeah. Not that he's not worth
less.
5. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
Maybe less. Sandow can get 2,500 fucking solid.
2 to 25.
Yeah.
But we're also just Yeah,
we're like just throwing money around.
Now, if Strangler Nick were here, he'd be able to put the whole show together and tell us, how much it would cost and who would be what and how much hotel and all that would be. And he'd have the whole show right there in his head in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But let's move on here for a second.
Oh.
And we're going to talk...
second?
Not for a second. But
we're not going to go back?
We were talking about the brand split.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay? And they are announcing it, and it's going to be...
They're going to do
the Raw and SmackDown, and they're going to do Raw on Monday and SmackDown on Tuesday.
Live.
And they're going to do the lottery thing. That's what they usually do when they do the brand splits.
Now, here's the thing, okay? Because they were talking about splitting people up and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. New Day came out.
New Day came out, okay?
Yeah,
and they said, I hope to God they don't break up the New Day.
Because they would take Xavier out of there if they did.
It would
destroy the New Day.
It would destroy New Day. You can't break up the New Day. You can't.
You can't. They're so integral to one another that you can't.
Yeah. There was a leaked roster.
Yeah.
That I guess it hasn't been confirmed. Obviously, it won't be confirmed until it happens. But they just say the New Day. So I don't think they're going to get broken up because that doesn't make sense.
That's terrible business.
As you were saying the other day when we were talking about it, Big Dick, about you didn't break up the Freebirds.
No, you don't break up the Freebirds. You don't break up the New Day.
Yeah, you can't break up New Day.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the next one.
Hold on. We're still
okay.
on. Yeah, don't move too fast now.
We gotta ease into it. Gotta ease into that.
Yeah. We're gonna be like gentlemen. We got to talk about the roster right now.
Yeah. So this is the alleged leak. Okay. So with this, pause that shit.
All right, there we go.
So the alleged leak is for SmackDown. For the announcers, you got Lawler, Graves, and Morrow. Okay.
Which Morrow Ronald could do by himself.
Morrow could do it by himself. If you've ever seen Morrow announce a goddamn match, okay, he could literally do it all by himself, just like fucking. From ECW, Joey Styles. Okay,
it was last pay-per-view.
Yeah,
he fucking comes out with a line. He pulverized his plums in his fruit basket. I'm like, fucking awesome.
You got the announcers, Funaki and JoJo. Okay, and then here's the wrestlers. So you got Rusev and Lana. Then this is for SmackDown. You got Rusev.
This is also like a
leak.
A leak. We don't know if this is 100% true, so don't take it as gospel.
So you got Rusev and Lana, the New Day. Apollo Crews, Becky Lynch, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, the Vaudevillains, the Wyatt family, Baron Corbin, Emma, Tyler Breeze and Fandango, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, Randy Orton, Diana Brooke, Big Show, Titus O'Neil, Tyson Kidd, Alicia Fox, Natalia, Darren Young, and Bob Backlund, The Golden Truth, Kane, Mark Henry, Jack Swagger, Tamina Snuka, Ava Marie, Finn Balor, Peyton Royce, Ty Dillinger, Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, Austin Aries, Mojo Rawley, Billy Kay, Nia Jax, and No Way Jose. Now, to me,
it sounds like a Raw roster right there.
Well, that's a powerful roster.
It is.
Yeah. Okay,
that would be like a dream roster.
That's a stout fucking lineup.
Yeah, especially if you're going to bring up Finn.
Now here's the interesting thing, okay? While we're talking about the brand split, it's also heavily rumored for this brand split that they're going to get rid of NXT.
Which I don't think
that
they'll
would
do
be
that.
Stupid.
That would be
That's
very
a
foolish.
very good training ground for these guys to get a good idea of what it is to be in front of a big crowd.
Yeah.
You don't want to throw these guys out of an indie scene straight into like 20,000 people.
No,
That's
no,
fucking scary.
I don't think they're going to get rid of NXT. I think they're going to get rid of the NXT takeovers, which is also stupid.
Yeah.
But
You know why they're doing it? Because it's taken away more from the big pay-per-views. They're doing better on those, and they're more popular.
Well, there's a reason that they are, because they fucking wrestle.
They're so good.
Okay, but anyway, so that's a SmackDown roster, and on the Raw roster,
All right.
yes, we know with the ding ding. All right,
With the ding ding.
What?
okay, so we got JBL, Michael Cole, and Byron
Michael.
Sexton. Okay.
Maggle.
The announcers are Lillian and Renee. And the wrestlers, you got Miz and Maurice, Seth Rollins, Sasha, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Enzo and Big Cass, Dean, John Cena, Paige, Alberto Del Rio, Neville, Chris Jericho, and the Dudley Boys, Summer Rae, Kalisto, The Shining Stars, Zack Ryder, Naomi, Sin Cara, Sheamus, The Usos, Dolph Ziggler, The Ascension, Nikki Bella, if she ever comes back, The Social Outcasts, Bayley, Shinsuke Nakamura, The Revival, Carmella, Alexa Bliss, Bobby Roode, Hideo Itami, Liv Morgan, Blake and Murphy, and Elias Sampson. And both the heavyweight champion and the women's champion, Roman Reigns and Charlotte, would be on both shows. Okay, which makes sense. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to be honest. With those rosters, SmackDown's the better show.
I was about to say that.
SmackDown's the better show.
Now, I've also heard rumor that...
Why is Summer Rae still up there? I
mean, how does she have a job and Sandow
exactly.
doesn't?
Okay. Well, because Summer Rae's a pair of legs. Okay?
Yeah.
But...
Is she?
She is.
She's got a pair of legs.
Yeah. That's all she is.
But I've also heard heavy rumor that John Cena might be on SmackDown.
Which would make sense.
And that would put it over as...
I would put Cena on SmackDown, but then I think I'd take the Bullet Club and put it on Raw. That's what I would do.
You need a big faction over because you have
there's no big faction. You have the Wyatt family and the Bullet Club on SmackDown. One of those has to come to Raw.
And New Day.
And the New Day. You need at least one of those to come to Raw.
Because
right now, I wouldn't watch Raw.
The Ascension is Social Outcast as
look at even the announcers. I wouldn't even watch Raw for the announcers.
And sadly, I don't know who the Shining Stars is because I don't watch NXT.
Here's the thing. This is why you would watch Raw. You got Sasha Banks, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Enzo Amore, Big Cass.
Okay,
Dean Ambrose.
That's your first hour. Done.
You know, you spread that shit out.
You gotta fuck. If you do all that,
if you're gonna bring up, you got Shinsuke Nakamura and Bobby Roode. So you have star power there.
By the way, the Shining Stars, those are the Matadors.
Oh, that's who that is?
Yeah. They're terrible. It's so bad. That gimmick is so bad.
The Shining Stars of the Caribbean?
And their finisher is the Shining Star?
God.
And they're called the Shining Stars?
We're not kidding, guys. They're the Shining Stars.
That showed how much I paid attention to that fucking Puerto Rican gimmick that they were doing.
Puerto Rico's the Shining Star of the Caribbean. They're called the Shining Stars. Their finisher is called the Shining Star. I'm not kidding. I'm not making it up.
That's a lot of thought to put into that.
They really didn't...
they thought hard.
Poor colognes. The colognes always get fucked. I mean, bad. And
where's Carlito? Where's Carlito?
Here's the problem.
Working some
Did he piss off somebody up in WWE?
Yeah, he probably was like, "Fuck this! I'm not gonna be somebody's fucking, you know."
Here's the problem. Okay.
Guy?
First off, the Shining Stars are clearly going to be fucking heels. Okay, but the second, my problem is, and if you've noticed, there's way too many heels on this roster. In total. I'm not just talking about Raw. I'm talking about Raw and SmackDown. There is a lot of heels.
There's a lot.
Okay? We need some faces. Okay? Because no one likes Roman. Okay? And it's not that Roman's a heel. It's just that nobody likes Roman.
Well, now Cena's there. It can balance out the hate.
I don't know. People genuinely were happy to see him come back on Monday.
Well, again, it's become a thing, right? To hate, quote unquote, hate John Cena.
That's what I think it is.
It's just a thing.
Maybe it's the same thing with Roman now. It's like, well,
he hasn't gotten that level yet.
No, he's got real John Cena disease. Okay, John Cena has gotten over it to the point where you boo him when he comes out, but then you start cheering him when he talks. That's what happens with John Cena. That's what always happens with John Cena now. That's just his thing, okay? Which is fine. And he works it very well, because John Cena's I might not get some heat for this, but you know what? Sorry, guys. John Cena's a great wrestler.
He is.
Sorry.
If he wasn't a great wrestler, he wouldn't be at the fucking top as long as he has been. So
he's a great wrestler, and he can talk. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He's one of the best. He's one of the best talkers in the business right now. Yeah. Go ahead. I defy you I defy anybody to tell me any different. He's a guy who comes out. He comes out to fucking Black Hat Towns. And a Black Hat Town is...
And they boo the shit out of him.
They boo the shit out of John Cena, but by the end of his promo, they're fucking on their feet clapping. Yeah. Why? Because he can fucking work them.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing, and he's very, very talented. But, looking at those... there's so many heels. There's so many. And I get it. You know, heels are very, very important. You can't have too many faces, because that sort of... in my opinion, that dilutes who you cheer for. Okay, you got to have faces to get, or you got to have heels to get the faces over. Right. That's the whole point. But there's way too many. Like, I thought Seth was going to come in as a neutral and eventually would turn into face when he came back. Nope, they're just going to keep him straight heel, because I guess they figure if Seth can't get Roman over, then fucking no one can.
Yeah, no, you can't.
Okay,
I mean, like, I can't even. I mean, they bring in X-Pac and try to get him over. I mean, you got the X-Pac heat. I mean, you try to bring out the old $1 million man.
If the $1 million man can't get Roman over, forget about it. Okay,
I guess some of that old school heat.
You got to get rowdy.
Sergeant Slaughter, fucking, when he was a Iraqi sympathizer,
okay,
Look,
something.
No offense, but Teddy couldn't get his own kid over.
True.
It's true.
Do you remember the time where they brought in Virgil and he looked like he just kind of got off the couch and was like,
he was like in jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah. Is that when he was supposed to do the gimmick for Teddy Jr.?
Yeah. Like he came in, like it was weird. Like it's like they were in the town that he lives in, and they're like, "Hey, you want to do this spot?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure. What the fuck?" Doesn't even he comes in sandals and a fucking wife beater.
Yeah, like, come on, dude.
I'm here for the job.
I'm here for the job. Pay me.
But, so those are the brand splits. That's what's rumored. If that is the actual way they're going to do it, I'm watching SmackDown.
Yeah, I mean, just for the announcer. Are you kidding me?
Just for the announcer. But they got the New Day. The New Day is the hottest thing on the fucking roster.
I like Enzo and Cass now.
Enzo and Cass are hot, too. When we're going to talk about them in just a second, okay? But the hottest thing on the roster right now is the New Day.
Yeah, I'd be hard pressed to say against anything against that.
Yeah.
Would you say like they're not to the same, I don't know, antics, but they're pretty close to like the new DX?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're a very PG DX, although they're starting to skim that line to PG-13.
Yeah.
Well, because they're doing that because they're getting a little bit more of that attitude era back.
The whole time machine thing made me lose my shit, especially when Kofi's music started. He's like, "No, 2009 was my best year." No,
that was my best year. Yes.
So it's funny. So they're starting to do, but yeah, the New Day is the hottest thing on that roster, on the entire roster. The New Day is hot. Okay, which is again what we're about to talk about. Okay?
Well, give me 1 second.
Okay,
it kind of makes me sad when Raw starts and they bring out the New Day. It's like they shoot their fucking best bullet, and you're like, "Oh, I got 3 hours of nothing left."
Oh, you just blew your load.
Yeah. I'm surprised they haven't started having the New Day come out at the 10 o'clock hour.
They should.
They should, because
that's where everything's starting to. I'm like, I'm going to bed now.
It's like you start getting tired. You start tired. Fucking start the hour with New Day. Oh, don't be sour. Yeah. Fucking crowd will fucking perk right back up.
Yeah, they will.
Because they're kind of waiting for it.
Yeah, they're waiting. The New Day is the hottest thing on the roster. However,
they couldn't get last week's crowd going. Nobody could.
Well, that's not their fault.
No, I mean, like, some crowds are just fucking...
They're just there.
Painted chairs.
Yeah. They were in Detroit?
No, Green Bay.
Green Bay, which is weird, because Green Bay is usually a hot town, but they were just painted chairs.
So, we're going to talk about Enzo and Cass for a second. Now, Enzo and Cass are also very, very hot, okay?
Yes.
Because the crowd likes them. They're funny, okay? Again, funny is always over.
And you can't teach that.
Okay?
True.
Okay.
You should know.
No.
Big Cass and Enzo are they just came up, I want to say right after WrestleMania, okay? Mm-hmm. And now there's a heavy rumor that they want to split these fuckers up.
Because Vince has such a hard-on
for Big Cass. Oh my God, he's hard on for Cass.
Anybody big.
Yeah.
Vince
he's
is
got
like,
don't get me wrong.
All about.
He's tall. He's got a great look, great physique. He can sort of talk on the mic.
A little.
But breaking these guys up would be a fucking death
Not now.
Not
give
yet.
it another 2-3 years and then let it run its course, but not now.
You don't want these guys to be a tag team? That's fine. Have Enzo just be a fucking mouthpiece for him, but don't
let
fucking
it be the
split
manager
him up.
part.
Well, the manager part, that's fine too, but at the end of the day, they just got here.
That's what I'm saying. Don't break
got
up
here.
a good thing.
Don't break up a good thing, because you want to know why, okay? Give me another tag team that you want to see.
Other
New
than
Day?
the
New Day?
Okay.
Other than a New Day? Give me a second.
This is my point.
I like Vaudevillians. I like their gimmick. It's kind of cool. It's different.
But I'm saying on the level. Okay?
Yeah.
On the level of Enzo and Cass and New Day, give me a tag team.
I mean, like, it's entertaining to watch the Usos work.
They can work, but nobody cares.
I'd like to see, the Wyatt family be given a push.
Yes.
They're going to come back. Okay, the Wyatt family should be coming back. I wouldn't be surprised if they come back at SummerSlam, but or this coming pay-per-view. But they need tag teams. Okay, because let's face it, the Lucha Dragons,
They're not a Lucha Dragon.
Yeah, they're not right now.
There's Kalisto, who was in the champion,
who was the U.S. champion.
Yeah.
And now they have Sin Cara, who's just floating. So they need to put them back together. Because the Lucha Dragons are over.
So what you're telling me is not only do they need faces, but they also need tag teams.
Yeah.
And Enzo and Cass is a fucking face tag team.
How about
Yeah,
that?
and they've always struggled on the tag team division. Always.
Ever since like the late '90s, it's just been dry.
They can't get it together.
Don't break these guys up. You need tag teams. You need faces. Okay.
Not only this is a tag team that can fucking talk.
Not to mention the fact that this is a tag team that realistically, after a while, not soon, but after a while, can actually get the belts off of New Day, and everybody would be okay with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
The entire crowd would be okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay?
The
You
promo
give it
wars.
to anybody else, and they fucking would flip shit. If you put the belts on the Usos off the New Day, Usos are immediate heels. Guaranteed. No one's going to cheer for the fucking Usos.
The Busos.
The Busos. Okay? Immediately. The Vaudevillains, that's fine if you want to put the straps on those guys, because the New Day's over without the straps. They don't need them.
They
okay?
don't need it, yeah.
But they don't have a tag team to give it to.
Yeah.
That's why New Day hasn't dropped it yet.
I bet you if Enzo didn't get injured, it would have gone the route that we all expected it to.
Yeah, but I don't think they would have put the straps on Enzo and Cass right away. Yeah,
no, but it would have been building up.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm looking forward to the fucking promo wars between New Day and Enzo and Cass.
Yeah.
That'll be fucking hysterical.
That'll be great. Especially if they get to work on it like consistently.
I'm gonna say something, and you're probably gonna roll your eyes, but I really like the Social Outcasts. Mainly because of Bo Dallas. Okay? When they come out...
Bo Dallas has a lot of personality.
He does.
When they come out, I'm actually entertained. And that's why I was kind of hoping to watch a fucking promo war between the Social Outcasts and the New Day.
Bo Dallas can talk.
Yeah.
Okay? Bo Dallas can also work, by the way, guys.
He's another one that's just not given the right... Yeah. They don't know what to do with him. Honestly, they should stick him with his brother. They should put him in the Wyatt
They're trying to be all quiet about the Social Outcast thing now, and
Because
to me, they haven't really talked about it, but they're like, Bo Train! And like the announcers just don't pick up on it.
Yeah.
They just
let it go.
I think they're staying quiet because of the whole thing that went down with
Adam Rose.
Yeah.
Give it another week or so and see what
You'll
happens.
see him again probably. They're probably on SmackDown too.
I mean, because look at it this way: they've been keeping Tamina off TV too with the whole thing with her father. Which I think I'm allowed to talk about now since it is finally been hitting the newspapers and stuff over the past week. If you have not read online or in your local newspaper, because TMZ was actually the first one to hit it, Jimmy has been found incompetent to stand trial. And what that means is if you cannot stand trial, and if you cannot be there for your own defense, then they can't really have the trial.
Yeah.
So everything is basically in limbo. But in all, it's probably going to come down to they're just going to close it out, and hopefully everybody can now move on with their lives. I feel bad for Nancy's family and all, but this is just something that should have never been brought back up after 32 years. It has brought up It has opened wounds for 2 families, you know, and it just all because somebody wanted to fucking make a name out of them for themselves from a book. You know, they caught something that Jimmy said and they just ran with it and thought that they could fucking. Then another prosecutor wants to make a name for themselves and didn't work. Didn't work, did it? No, because you don't have anything on them. You don't have anything, so now you grasped at all your straws. Now we can let it go. And that's that.
Fair enough.
This editorial brought to you by Dante.
You will.
But there's one more thing I do want to talk about. Well, actually, 2 more things.
Two more things?
There's 2 more things. Brock Lesnar, okay, apparently there's heavily rumored that he's going to fight at UFC 200. Was his contract over?
No, WWE actually released a statement saying that they're letting him do this one-off, and he's going to be he's going to be at SummerSlam.
Oh, he is.
They actually
Okay.
announced it, I believe, today or yesterday.
Yeah,
Okay.
they said that we
Yeah.
agreed to come to an agreement that he can do this one-off for UFC because it's like a 200. It's the 200, and
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
it's an anniversary
Yeah.
thing. And then he's going to be going back. He's going to be going back to the wrestling right
Okay.
now.
And think of it this way: it also brings over that UFC crowd to see Lesnar work on that
That's
pay-per-view.
true.
You know, after that,
It's all good promotion.
it is. It's
Yeah.
cross promotion. It's
Yeah.
good for everybody. Everybody
Okay,
makes money.
I just didn't realize. I didn't know how long his contract was for. You know, so
I'm actually more curious as to whether or not CM Punk is actually going to make a UFC debut.
I don't
Probably
think
not.
so.
You don't think so?
I
Yeah.
don't think so. I think
after
that
all the problems, yeah.
I think that he thought he could do it. I think he physically thought he could do it, but after doing all the wrestling that he did, his body cannot do it. And he's not big like Brock. And that was always one of the things that they ribbed him on hardcore when he was in the WWE about how he was this skinny fucking kid. And he wasn't bulky and he wasn't heavy. And he even talked about it when he broke the 4th wall.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not ever going to be as big as these guys want me to be, and I'm not going to kill myself to be that big. And, well, in order to be UFC, these guys have been training and training.
Literally
and
their
training
entire lives.
And training.
Yeah.
It's a totally different beast than doing pro wrestling.
Yeah.
We are taught more to do, and I'm sorry, this is the truth, stunt work.
Well, that's
than
essentially what you
UFC.
are doing.
Yeah, you're doing stunt work.
Yeah.
You're taught how to fall, how to do moves. In UFC, man, you're fucking ready to break the next guy's face.
Yeah. You are literally trained to beat the hell out of somebody.
Yeah,
Okay?
it's a totally different fucking beast.
Well, it's completely flawed. You guys are trained essentially to not hurt someone. These guys are trained to hurt someone.
Right.
Okay.
Which is why I always found Brock Lesnar to be
Fascinating.
fascinating, but an
One-off?
an anomaly.
An anomaly. Okay.
Anomaly because he was an amateur wrestler.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. Like I don't remember his exact credits, but I know he was a 2-time All-American or something like that. And then he got into the pro wrestling. Okay, where he learned how to not hurt people, but then he got into the UFC and he learned to hurt people. So
And
he
then
went
you
from
came
learning to be able to actually hurt people,
Yeah.
not hurt people, go back to hurting people, now go back to not hurting people.
Yeah.
He is an anomaly. Okay, I kind of joke around about like I can take him, I can't take him.
No.
Okay, in no way, in no way could that. I mean, like if I had like 2 baseball bats in my hand, I might get like a couple shots.
Probably.
just hit
not.
those knees.
Just I got stick and move.
You know what you do? You throw the baseball bats at him and then you run away.
Do I have a gun?
That's what you do.
Oh, you said you had 2 baseball
I have
bats.
2 baseball
That's
bats.
it. That's what you
You
chose.
throw them at him and then you run away.
That's what you chose to bring to that fight.
Yes,
Two
exactly.
baseball
The thing
bats.
is, you throw. Make sure he doesn't catch him because if he catches one, then he can throw one at you while you're running away.
Are you kidding me? It's Brock Lesnar. He now has a baseball bat. That is fucking terrifying. Why does that bear have an axe? Yeah. Basically, now I gotta admit, what you just said magically put me into this situation, right? I want you to think about it. Like, you know, a genie pops out. He's like, "Here, poof!" And now I'm in front of Brock Lesnar with 2 fucking baseball bats. Shit!
Yeah.
I have just now deuced myself.
Yeah.
You need to hit him in the knees.
I
Or hit him
need
in the
to. I need to
balls. One or the
apologize.
I need to apologize.
I need to apologize.
other. Sorry
Like-
for about what I'm going to do to you.
No,
'cause
I'm not
I have
even.
to
No,
run away.
I brought you these bats.
I
thought
found
you,
these.
You found these. I thought you could.
Are
use
these yours? Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what you do with Brock Lesnar. You apologize because he's a legit killer.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. He is an anomaly, but I'm glad that he's not leaving. That's good. You know, I'm glad he's going to stick around, and you know, hopefully, For SummerSlam, I imagine he'll be doing the main event. That's,
I don't know if he'll do the main event unless Seth Rollins gets the title back. In which case, Brock Lesnar wants a fucking rematch with Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
I could see that happening.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it's probably a fucking smart idea.
But here's the thing.
That's
if
smart
Seth
one.
Rollins goes over on Roman this coming pay-per-view...
They've already given up on him.
The thing is...
It's
if he
not
goes
his fault.
heel, the thing is, they need to flip it. They need to flip it. If he goes heel, then you can turn Rollins face. Mm-hmm. Okay, but you can't have two heels. Obviously, that doesn't really work. Okay,
You can. It's just...
but not with these two
But
guys.
Rollins isn't anywhere close to being face just yet.
He can be, though. He can be. I think Seth can actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just my opinion. But the last thing we need to talk about...
Well...
What?
I'm still terrified of being in front of Brock Lesnar with his baseball bat. I mean, I'm sorry if you're hearing this. If he's a fan, I apologize. I apologize for...
You didn't even do anything. I apologize.
I still apologize. I mean, you're up in Minnesota. If you're listening to this, just know I'm sorry for even thinking something foolish. I'm sorry.
The last thing...
I'll beat you for thinking it. Like, I don't want it.
The last thing we want to talk about, because me and Kryim are big gamers. If you've ever heard of a game called No Man's Sky, it's coming out very, very soon. It's an indie game created by an indie developer that basically it's almost like a limitless universe that's procedurally generated. You get to explore it, land on the planets, discover things, name things. So if you find a creature, you can name it the Danger Floof. And now that's forever known as the Danger
Is this that game
Floof.
that you'll never be able to visit every
Yes.
planet
Yep.
in the game
That's
ever
exactly
in your
it.
lifetime?
Yeah, if you took 1 second on each planet in this game, it would take you like 5 billion years to get to every planet. Not just like that doesn't even equate the traveling time from planet to planet. That's just like 1 second on each planet.
Yeah.
It's for the rest of your entire lineage.
Yes.
It would 5 billion years to get 100% completion of this game.
Yeah.
That's your money's worth right there.
Yeah.
But the reason we want to talk about this is because it was supposed to come out at the end of June. Okay.
And Kryim was so excited.
Yeah,
He
very
was.
excited.
He's waiting and waiting and waiting.
He pre-ordered the game and he's ready to go. But
Frothing.
the problem is there's a delay. Okay. They decided to delay it to quote unquote polish some things.
Don't lie.
But so they just decided to delay it till right in the beginning of August. Okay.
Right when I'm at.
When you're on vacation. But the reason why we want to talk about this is that this guy, the owner of the studio, has been getting death threats.
It's true.
For delaying
There
the
are
game.
some fucked up people
Okay.
in the world.
For delaying the game. Now this is the second delay that it's had. Okay. But Jesus Christ. First off, it's only essentially a month, 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Second off, it's a game, folks.
Get a fucking life.
Yeah,
It's a game.
it's a
okay?
game.
I'm a huge gamer, but maybe don't threaten people. Okay.
I'll say 100%.
One, that's a chargeable offense as well, especially if it's over the internet.
I will say this. I know Big Dick knows that when I found out that there was a major delay, he knows how angry I got. I got angry. I was hot. Like, I was kind of upset because it was 3 weeks before launch.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's when this whole fucking thing came out. Like, oh, it's delayed. Now, from what I understand, because I don't know shit about making a video game, but I would be under the assumption that 3 weeks to launch, you're already sent your gold disc, your copy.
You're making copies right now.
You're making the games right now. You're printing the copies. You're printing the discs.
Yeah.
Because it takes about 3 weeks for fucking everything to get distributed to the places. So, if you knew it wasn't going to be ready for that, why announce it 3 weeks before launch? Why not just announce that you were going to be delayed? When you knew it was going to be delayed.
Pre-orders.
Seriously.
They didn't want the pre-orders to stop. That is why.
Yeah,
okay?
they want to make sure that they've got
wanted that
enough
money.
to make what they need to make.
They wanted the money. It all comes down to the money. At the end of the day,
All about
okay,
the money.
Video
games, they're great. They're cool entertainment. I love them. But at the end of the day, the video game business is a business, just like the wrestling business. And at the end of the day, you need to make a profit, okay? Regardless of whether you run a wrestling business or a video game studio, okay? you will do anything, almost anything usually, to make a fucking profit to stay in business. Mm-hmm. Period. The end. That's it.
Just realized...
So, what's wrong?
I just realized my kid had a game that started at 3 o'clock and he's sitting upstairs.
Oh.
I guess he's not going to a soccer game today. Thanks for making mommy look like an ass, kiddo.
Okay, so not only
Kids, they're awesome.
Sorry about that. So not only did Sean Murray, the creator of, the founder of Hello Games, which is making No Man's Sky, get death threats, the person who actually wrote the article that was found on Kotaku was actually getting death threats, and he actually posted one, and I will retort it to read it to everybody. It says, your little article about No Man's Sky being delayed has made me hate you to my very core. It's the only thing I live for. And you go and write that bullshit about a delay. Instead of visiting London later this month, I think I'll come by and say hi to you and fuck you up. You think you can get away with this shit easy? Making fun of our Reddit page also sounds like you have a death wish. We will find you. Be afraid, human. We are coming for you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Get away!
Holy shit. I was angry. Okay, I was angry at the fact that 3 weeks before launch, they said, no, we're not going to do this. We're going to delay till fucking August. But never once in my brain did I go, I'm going to kill this motherfucker.
for being the messenger.
For being the messenger. First off, for being the messenger, right? And secondly, no. What?
He's
this is
pissed
why
at the
gamers
guy
get a
for
bad
being
rap. Okay?
the messenger.
This is why gamers get a bad rap. Because of fucking assholes like this.
It only takes a few.
And our friend, my friend of 20 years, Carl, he said it once, he said it before, and he said it again. It's the vocal minority that ruins for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay? Because the majority doesn't say this type of shit.
No.
Okay? Because we're all normal people. Okay?
I bet you they fucking vote for Trump, too. Guarantee it.
Fucking Trump voter.
I bet he is.
Fucking Trump voter.
I don't want him part of my No Man's Sky community.
Jesus Christ.
By the way, those of you listeners that are in New Jersey,
don't vote for Trump.
Vote Bernie.
How do you...
Bernie!
I would rather you not vote if you're going to vote for Trump. But anyway.
Yeah, I
true,
agree.
Yeah.
I agree with
Little
that.
political fucking statement right there.
Yeah.
But how much hate must you have in you to say, I'm going to stop my trip going to London to come and physically kill you?
Here's the thing. It's not about him having hate, right? Mm-hmm. That's not what this is about. This is about no consequences on the internet.
The fuckwad theory.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. An anonymity plus an audience minus consequences equals asshole. That's what that means.
My 15-year-old will tell you the same exact thing.
Okay? That 100%. If there's no consequences, people generally tend to be assholes instead of the other way around.
Yeah.
So, no, he's not. Nothing's gonna happen.
No, nothing's gonna happen. But
it's terrifying to get something like that.
Yeah, and that's enough to put somebody in prison for.
Yeah,
that's a terroristic threat right there. It really is, and people don't even think that far into it when they say, "I'm gonna fucking hunt you down and kill you." Yeah. I have to tell my kid, be careful what you say online when you're in your video games, when you're like on your Halo or Battlefield or whatever he's playing. Be careful. Don't threaten anybody. Don't say, I'm going to fucking kill you. Don't say, I'm going to kick your ass. Don't ever say anything like that, because the next thing you know, you're going to have a knock on the door going, hi, I got a complaint from a parent about a terroristic threat.
You want to talk about... You
got to be careful.
Yeah.
There's a legit thing. It's called swatting.
Well, it's not so much popular anymore.
It's not?
But it
because
was
people
for
started
a hot
getting
second.
fucking arrested
it was for a hot second. And the one of the guys actually got caught for doing it. They sent him to jail for like 10 years.
It was a long time. He got sent to jail for legit.
Yeah,
and
he never thought it would happen. He's like, it was just a fucking joke.
No, it's not a joke.
Because it's the cost of the town. Mm-hmm. It's the cost of the state. Now you're going to have all these people who have to go to counseling now because, fucking SWAT teams, and plus the damage to their house, the damage to their reputations, it just goes on.
Not to mention the fact that what if an accident happened and one of those SWAT members fucking opened fire?
Yeah.
You just risked somebody's life.
There was one that happened at the last one I remember reading, it happened in either Patterson or Clifton. It happened at a gaming store where they did a thing. And the guys were all sitting in there playing, and they see a SWAT team all there outside, and they're just sitting there watching. Oh, I wonder what's going on.
I wonder what's happening out
all right,
there.
I put this card down. And then they look outside, and they still see all this thing going on. So about a half hour, they finally walk up to the door and go in, and they're like, get out, get out, get out, get down, get down, get down. They didn't know what was going on. The SWAT team outside thought someone was being held inside, and the guys inside are like, "Oh, I wonder what's going on outside." Yeah. So and then when they finally figured out what the whole thing was about, and that there was nobody being kidnapped, there were no terrorists in the fucking gaming store. Number one, the person taking the phone call about, oh, there's a such and such at a gaming store, I would have thought twice before I even. Yeah, okay. I'm going to send a squad car over to see what's going on first before sending a SWAT team over there to find out what's going on.
Well, I think it's like standard procedure now, right? It's essentially if someone calls like saying, "Hey, someone's being held hostage," immediately they have to send in the heavy troop. Like they have to send the heavies.
But see, now with something like that, now they're going to think twice.
Yeah.
And what if there really is a hostage situation and the person's like, "Well, I'll send a car by, see what's going on,"
and then this is why you don't do this, folks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't cry wolf.
Yeah. I mean,
didn't your mamas ever teach you that? Don't cry wolf.
And also, don't threaten.
Don't threaten people.
Don't threaten people who write articles.
Don't be a dick.
I mean,
how about that? Just don't be a dick.
Dude wasn't even like. He wasn't the one that made the announcement, right? I mean, like, he just kind of announced that there was going to be an announcement.
Somebody who obviously never learned from history, do not shoot the messenger.
Yeah.
Never, just don't be an asshole.
Yeah, is that too hard to ask?
Don't be an asshole, guy.
Don't be a dick.
Just because you didn't get what you wanted on that day at that time, oh well, people who are all waiting for the new Apple phone, sometimes they get disappointed too. You don't see them fucking saying shit like that.
Don't be an asshole. It's not complicated.
But it's not like just here. It's like the whole Gamergate thing. It was the same situation. It was just a small vocal minority that just blew a small situation into a fucking mountain.
Big dicks having flashbacks. You just triggered him.
But it is almost the same. It's like you could see another Gamergate almost happening with this situation where people are just like, ah!
Gamergate was so bad that they actually made an SVU episode out of it.
And I refuse to watch.
Bad.
Don't,
bad.
Because, like, ideally it was... I understand where they were going for it, but the lingo was just off, right?
Because it was somebody writing it who probably had no idea about what the real story was about and didn't know anything about gaming.
You know how in the beginning of the episode they kind of set up everything for the entire episode? Mm-hmm. Well, the first fucking like 30 seconds is a girl who's working in like an E3 booth, right? Yeah. And two guys just walk up to her, right? First off, there's nobody else around, so this is like an empty E3.
Yeah.
And whatever,
bullshit.
Right? And then they're like, fake gamer girl, you go home. Swear to God, that was like the entire, that was legit dialogue. You fake gamer girl? Who the fuck says anything like that?
There are people that say that shit. They exist.
Yeah, but to the person's face...
I've never seen that ever happen at a convention.
At a convention? No.
If you're a cosplayer, you just get sexually assaulted. It's
Well, actually, things have changed drastically along those lines too in the last 3 years. As far as
I can't fucking
people.
We just can't be geeks, man.
Nobody can see me, but I'm literally leaning over because of the weight of the fucking nonsense that my gaming community has done.
We just can't be ourselves because there's always got to be a fucking Nazi in the group.
Always got to be a motherfucker. Got to ruin it for everybody,
right?
Okay,
I came up with a saying like that, which was like, there's always one motherfucker that's got to ruin it for everybody. I was watching this movie Chronicle, and Chronicle was about about 3 kids, or 3 kids, right?
Yeah,
3 kids.
Wasn't it 4?
No, 3. It was 3 kids, and they found this alien artifact or some shit, and they got superpowers, right? Yeah. And they were all like fucking flying around, and we were playing football in the clouds, and like, hey, I want to go eat at like New York. They're like, we can't drive to New York. We don't have to. Fucking flew all the way to New York. It's great. And then this one kid got dark and broody because his father smacked him up a little bit, right? And then he fucking had to kill somebody, and he's like, these people are all ants to me, and he starts throwing lightning bolts and shit. It's like, one motherfucker always gotta ruin it.
God damn it.
It's always got to be a heel.
It's always got to be a heel.
You need a heel, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, if I got superpowers, like, I would do some fucked up shit. Don't worry, I would do some fucked up shit, but I wouldn't be like
To the people who deserve it.
Yeah, I'd be like a gray Jedi, right? Like, I wouldn't be a Sith. Like, I wouldn't be just walking around just force choking people, lightning babies, nothing like that. I'd be like, I would just kind of like,
Trick
You
people.
wouldn't pull an Anakin.
No, I'd be like fucking with like a. If I see like a doll on the floor, start moving it, like all fucked up, I would do that.
Make it walk.
Yeah, make it walk. Exactly. Yeah, but like nothing death defying. Somebody always got to ruin it.
But I think that wraps up our list. We finished. We're gonna go ahead and hopefully do this on a more consistent basis.
We'll start getting back to our normal.
But that finishes our list. So you all have a great weekend. And for Kryim,
That's me.
And for Dante,
Hey.
I'm Big Dick Gideon, and we will talk to you all very soon.
Next week, hopefully. I'm hoping next week.